All right. We are on the air right now. What's up, everybody? Let's see.
Hello.
I'm logging into Livestream right now so I can see if anyone's here.
Uh-oh, are we going to get you in trouble, Courtney?
Why are we
She said, watch my boss come in as soon as they start.
Oh, shit. She's in North Carolina, right?
I think so. Close by.
What do you do? Like, don't tell us where you work, but like...
And can you do so discreetly without getting yourself in trouble? That's the important thing right now.
Yeah.
Brandon says, tell your boss I pay good money for this. That's right, Brandon. Also, hello, Chris. I see you also on here. How are you, Chris?
What's up?
How's the treatment going? How you feeling? I hope everything's good.
Yeah, same here. So, Jen's on the way. And
yes.
She's late, so Nicole's late. Let's just get started. She needs to learn how to get here on time.
Stop!
That's true.
I mean, I didn't want to we feel terrible when we have to keep you guys waiting. So I know you guys plan to be here at 1 o'clock. So we try to start as close to that as we possibly can.
Yeah.
See, they don't even believe that I would say something like that.
What are you talking about? Oh my God. Whatever she did. So what is up? Oh my God. So did anyone listen to that last episode? Kind of crazy.
What's up, Sons T? Hello, John and Nicole. This is my first time watching you guys live. Well, thank you for joining, Sons T.
Sons T.
I love the name. Hey, Sable. It's been a while since we've seen you too. Good to see everybody.
Good to see everybody.
You'll see Jen here in a moment. Don't worry. I think she said she's about 10 minutes out. Hey, Liz. Hey, Wolfie. Hey, Amanda. Oh, my gosh.
I should put a story together real quick.
Actually, Amanda, I do have... if this is the right Amanda, I know that there are a couple Amandas that are Supremos, but for our next story, we have two, I think, short stories, and if you stick around, Amanda, yours will be the second one. I've got Rachel's surprise shot up first, and so I went out and got the ingredients right before this, so we will do Rachel's first for this episode, and Amanda will do yours next for the next one. The specific request. So let's see. Liz, what's up?
What's up?
I think I already called you out, Wolfie.
Wolfie, new tattoo.
Ooh.
Show it off. Donald or Daffy Duck? Which one's... I don't know. One of those.
Which one's Disney? Like, you confused?
Well, have you seen hers?
No.
I don't know which duck that is. But anyway.
Is he the one without pants? Or they both are without pants. Is he white or black? Is the duck white or black?
He's white.
That's Donald.
What's the other one?
Daffy's Looney Tunes.
What's the Scrooge one?
Scrooge McDuck.
The one that jumps into the pile of money?
Scrooge McDuck, yes. Do you want a tattoo of Scrooge McDuck?
Yeah, I think I need one. I just want that big pit of coins, to jump in.
See, that would be painful, though. I feel like you could jump to your death.
Yeah.
Dollar bills would be much softer of a landing.
Yeah, but it wouldn't make that sound, that ding sound or whatever.
Yeah, but that's like your head hitting a bunch of metal coins. Hey, Shram.
What's up, Shram? Oh my God, there's so many people in here.
I know. See,
Holy shit.
This is why we needed to start on time.
I started putting random hashtags in the... So I don't think hashtags do anything anyway, so I started putting random shit.
I don't understand hashtags, really.
So if you look at them, they're all fucking nuts. Anyway, I am so glad to be here. And...
Me too.
This is episode 408, I think. I think it's 408.
And if you're looking for 404, it's not found.
You weren't supposed to tell people that. That's the secret.
Sorry. You can edit it out of the actual episode.
Yeah.
And, only the people who watch the chat in the live stream will know. How's that? That seems fair.
So how's everybody doing out there? We're about to get started. Got a lovely, lovely story here for you guys.
Ooh, Sable has a dragon tattoo and a Black Widow tattoo. Look at you, badass.
That's crazy.
Love it. Liz, is your tattoo Pokemon? Or is that... or did John do a hashtag Pokemon? You did a hashtag Pokemon?
I do random hashtags.
Is Pokemon even in this story?
No. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it matters. I've been doing that for a few times because I was really thinking about the hashtags like live streaming, podcasters, and then I started noticing nothing different. So I'm just like, screw it. I'll just put in random shit.
Hang on, let me read these hashtags so that those on the podcast that are not watching but listening can see this. It is hashtag reaction, hashtag gym, hashtag warzone, hashtag quotes, hashtag Pokemon, hashtag cooking, hashtag breaking news, hashtag animals, hashtag battle royale, hashtag rain.
Hashtag rain?
What the fuck did you do?
I don't know. I just put random ones. None of those will we be covering.
Stram goes hashtag just girly things. Man.
Oh my God. I am freaking excited. Oh my God.
Hey,
dude.
Sammy. Sammy says OMD. OMG hashtag I'm dying. Oh man.
Holy shit. That last freaking episode was not, it was over an hour and it was terrible. Did you guys listen to that one? The second part of that Nico one? Oh my God. Listening back to it.
Was it terrible because the story was terrible, or was it terrible because you and Jen were both wasted?
No, it's like the stuff you read.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm aware. I was sober. Brandon says do hashtag Murda trial and everyone will be.
Oh man, that's a good idea. I don't know if I can edit it now. Damn, that's a good idea.
There's going to be a Netflix special.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yep. All right. Well, I guess we're still waiting.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well,
waiting on someone else.
Okay. Well, I will get a few housekeeping things, all set up along the way. So we do have a couple new Supremos to welcome. So thank you very much to Daniel and to Shane. Thank you both for joining us as a Patreon member and Taco Supremo. We did just start doing, for those who join as Supremos, if you want to toss me a bottle, John, if you want to toss me a bottle of the Jupiter, please. Look who's here.
There you go.
So for those of you who join as Taco Supremos and pay for the full year, you have that option on Patreon. We will throw in a bottle of Jupiter CBD. And so if you like it, certainly you can subscribe again. It definitely benefits John in the podcast specifically. I actually take this every night before I go to bed, a full dropper. And it's really good stuff, organic CBD, FDA approved, good stuff. And I think like one bottle without the discount is like $80. So if you do the full year Supremo membership and pay for that for a year, like it's definitely worth it because it pretty much pays for the whole thing. So we'll get those shipped out for those who sign up for the year. Welcome, Jen.
Hey.
Hi.
You got to come in with more
enthusiasm
energy than that. Here, give me a beer since feel like you owe me one.
Because I was late. I literally left
You need to leave earlier.
I can't leave earlier. I literally clocked out at 12 and came.
It's okay. It's okay.
Here.
I did bring your bongos out, but
I'll have to fix them again.
The lid came off. The lid came off. So those things are pretty shitty.
I think I have one weekend shift left. Oh,
sorry. I was going to shout out Shane. I'm Shane, and I go by Austin. That is confusing.
What's up?
What's up, Shane?
Awesome. Oh, awesome.
Oh, wait, you go by
Shane, is this who I just shouted out as a new member? Welcome, Shane. And also welcome to Sarah, who's also on the live stream. You guys should check out Michael O'Leary Cartman, a Wales murder. Ooh.
Interesting.
Michael O'Leary.
Got a lot of folks on today.
Yeah, welcome guys. Sorry. I think like I said, I think I only have one weekend where I have to work left, and then my availability shifts back since basketball season's over now. So
Woo!
I apologize, but I literally left as like I couldn't leave work early, so I left work. I had to go all the way back to my house to get the dog, and then it was traffic.
Well, we're glad you're here.
But I don't want y'all to think that I'm just lackadaisical and don't care. I literally have no time.
It's okay. So, yeah, welcome, Austin.
That's right. Liz says you deserve a nap, and Sam E says it's okay. You are here now. So I have a very, very
Oh God.
exciting. I am pumped for this because I did go to the liquor store. I picked up our ingredients for 2 special requests that we have for this episode and the next. I love it when we get specific requests. So this one is going to be for Rachel.
Alrighty.
Nice. I don't like how you said all this.
No, I am like, she is excited for us, and knowing the ingredients, I am excited for us. I think we're going to be very happy. Jen's going to have to tap on one.
The thing's over there. I literally
fix it. I'll
took it
fix
out.
it.
I took it out of the closet, and it just fell off.
I fixed it
okay.
the last time. I'll do it again.
It's okay. This just looks like my life right now. So
Here, show everyone
In shambles.
show everyone
It
your
is
life.
in shambles.
This is Jen's life.
Oh, God. You know what? Life's about to get better because we're about to take a surprise shot. It's a beautiful, kind of cold day, but you know.
Yeah, it'll be better for you until we're done with the episodes. That was fucked up. Well, her life. My life is in shambles. No, it's not. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet.
You know what, guys? It's all about perspective. You're healthy. You know, like it's a great day for a great day.
It's
So.
a great day. Sorry, Jen. Your life is going to be great.
all right. Surprise shots. Surprise shots. We don't know what they are because they're a surprise.
God, I do not even want to take this.
No, I think you do. I think you do.
I think I don't.
Cheers.
Cheers to you, Rachel.
Ooh.
Whoa. I don't know what to think.
It kind of tasted like strawberry yogurt, but also cough medicine, but in a good way.
It didn't burn, but it just tasted shit.
You're close. You're on the right track.
With cough medicine?
No, with the strawberry yogurt.
Is it a chocolate covered strawberry shot?
No.
It tastes like those frozen strawberries that you have in the freezer. The chocolate ones.
A little.
The low
I mean,
ones.
your fruit is close, but not correct.
Raspberry?
No.
Blackberry?
Blueberry.
Yellowberry?
Blueberry.
Oh.
It is actually whipped cream vodka with a healthy splash of blueberry Red Bull.
Oh.
Blueberry Red Bull?
Yeah.
Yo,
now he's excited.
Go get me one of those. You got another one?
I mean, I have it in the
Blueberry
fridge.
Red Bull?
Yeah.
Look at
Is
how
it-
excited he is.
I know. I
you
knew
didn't
he
even know
would
that was a
be.
thing.
I'm a fucking huge Red Bull guy.
Well, yes,
is
I
it
know.
sugar-free?
It is not the sugar-free kind. I'm sorry. But you can have what's left of what's open.
Okay.
Would you like do you want to split it, you two? With a little, make it an actual beverage? Could you use the Red Bull?
No, I'm good.
No, get a Red Bull.
Or can I get
She needs
anybody
a Red Bull.
anything?
Would you? I just need another
No, you
beer.
need a Red Bull. Drink the rest of this.
I don't want it.
What can I get everyone? What would make this day better for everybody?
Can I get some avocado toast?
That
I
would
get,
make things better.
$600,000. I feel I don't need a whole million. I just need enough to be set and
$600,000 ain't shit no more. I mean, it's way more than.
It'll get me out of it'll get me out of debt.
We can sell the house. No,
Yeah.
What else? What can I get you? Do you want another beer?
Yeah, I'll take another beer.
Get her a Red Bull and
I don't
me
need
a
a
Red Bull.
Red Bull. I have
Yeah,
enough
because
energy.
episode 2 comes and you start snoozing, I'ma start bruising.
I don't feel tired.
I was
though.
wondering if you were gonna say poozing. I was like,
What the fuck?
hang on.
Oh shit. Anyway, we're gonna get started as soon as she comes back. Got 2 great stories if you want to stay for the next one. The next one is we covered it. Nicole and I covered it because it's a short story. However, I never put it out, so Jen's never heard of it. But let me go ahead and tell you the title that I wrote for the blog post. Some of you guys may have, or our Supremos may have seen us do this story before, is what I'm trying to say. But let me go ahead and tell you the title. We're going to do that next episode. It's a crazy story, really crazy. And yeah, I was looking for it, and I was like, shit, I never put this thing out. And then I realized that we didn't actually do the story. We only like talked about it. So we're going to actually cover that story.
Thank you.
And the title is, let me see. The title is Beautiful Model's Eyes Gouged Out by Her Jealous Sister During Drug-Filled Rage Attack. Mature audiences only. So that's going to be the next story for you guys that want to stay around, and that'll be out on Wednesday of next week. This story is crazy. I really doubt you've heard this story. I don't think anyone's covered it. I don't know. I haven't looked, but I'd be very shocked if they have. We are going to Switzerland tonight. Who said they were from Switzerland? Oh, and I want to shout out, what's her name? Is it Susan from Netherlands? Colleen from Netherlands. I have a story coming. I got a story that's on my list from the Netherlands. How do you say that?
You can say Holland.
Netherlands. Is that right?
Yes,
Yeah.
the Netherlands.
You were saying Neverland, which is a Peter Pan thing.
I also feel like he's trying to say like nether regions.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then you have the never regions for some people.
I never claimed that I was smart. All right. Whoa. Nice.
Whoa.
You got to taste it. Ugh.
No, I'm good.
No, ma'am.
Well, I'm sorry you don't like it.
He was so excited.
So, oh my
I
God.
think it's good.
Who wants to get started with this?
I think it's delicious.
Oh, I like that.
Well, drink it. I don't want it. It's too much sugar. This Wicked Weed Brewing
we'll share it.
super great. Where's this place at?
It's in Charlotte or Asheville.
Dude, let's go there and do a
Okay.
show. I would drink this shit all night long.
I love Wicked Weed.
It's a really good beer, man. Holy shit.
This is I actually just bought a 12-pack of this the other day.
It's very good.
This is probably one of my favorites by them, the Coastal Love.
Holy shit.
They're the ones that make that the cherry lime sour that I really like.
Oh,
We had it
I
at
love
the,
sour.
when we went to that beer fest in Columbia.
Yeah.
They had a booth there.
Oh.
Well, I feel like we can at least know if we go to Asheville, we'll have at least one person in attendance. Brandon, he's close by.
Yes.
Brandon?
No, he's in Easley.
I mean,
Greenville.
it's like an hour away. It's
Oh.
close.
Where did the thing go?
Oh, guys, guess what? I'm going up to Greenville in June for a conference.
Nice. Very nice. Oh, Courtney will be here there too. All right, we will have 2 attendees for an Asheville show.
All right. Yeah, Courtney, you're pretty close. She's in tobacco land. All right, let's get started with this,
Popcorn
man.
Sutton land
No, tobacco. They grow tobacco.
in Asheville.
She's not in Asheville.
I'm so confused.
She lives in the sticks. All right, dude.
Courtney said it's just closer for her to come to our house. Well, you can certainly do that.
Yeah, you can come to our house. You know, we have one room that's not filled with thousands of shoes. If you don't know what we're talking about, Nicole has a problem. I'm just kidding. It's her side hustle. She buys shoes and resells them. And we have literally 1,000 pairs. Anyway.
Yeah, that's
let's-
probably about right. No, maybe 500.
All right, let's get started with this. This is effing nuts. We're going to Google Earth tonight, and if you're on live chat here, you can look at your screen if you're not driving. And big shout out to Brandon. I'm glad that he said he was on his motorcycle last time, and I was like, God, please don't be looking at the
Please get to your destination safely.
Because I'm like, dude, you gotta see this photo. Look right now. Anyway, tonight we are going to how do I do this? One second. Let me pull this thing up. There we go. Got it. Tonight we're going to Geneva, and who's been here to Geneva?
Nay.
Really?
It's on my list. I just really want to travel more.
Me too. I mean, I've only been to like places with people that are trying to kill me. Like I've never.
But would you travel?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if I was rich and could have like a private jet, yeah. If I would jet set all the time. As long as I have a parachute, I'm safe, you know?
Interesting.
Interesting, like what, we're going to get rich all of a sudden because we're not even close.
I mean, maybe someday. I mean, that's a interesting. I don't know. Do you think you actually would though?
Yeah.
Get on a plane.
Would you boat?
Yeah, I would boat. I mean, I motorboat like every night. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna ask for that one. Did I ever tell you guys about the time that I got motorboated at a gay club in Boston?
Now that sounds like a great story.
I think you mentioned it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember it though.
Grace and I went out, and a few of our friends went out. This is like shortly after we graduated from college. We were in Boston, and we ended up at a gay club. And there was this guy, and he was like, and we were all drinking. We were all messed up, right? And he like just came up to me and was like, and I was like, did this like really just happen? Like, I feel like you may not, I don't know if I'm in the wrong place or you're in the wrong place. Like,
I guess it was kind of like, hey, it's a no pressure situation, you know?
Yeah, it was fun.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Yes, Shram, he does motorboat the dogs, actually. If you want to consider it like raspberries with the dogs on their bellies, he loves. They're our children.
I got
all
hit
up in their bellies.
I got hit on by a gay guy at Myrtle Beach before. He drove up on a moped. It was
moped?
Moped.
Moped?
Moped.
Like a Vespa. How about say Vespa?
Is moped, right?
Ped.
Oh, God damn it. Why can't I'm just...
Anyway.
I wish I was smarter.
He's sitting on Myrtle Beach on his moped writing a poem.
I wish I was...
cement.
I wish I was smart. Okay, I'm on time. Oh.
No, the claws come out. No, here they go. Anyway, Geneva. Right. No, I have not been. It's like super expensive in Switzerland. Like a bottle of Coke is like $18.
Oh, shit, I wonder how much Coke is there.
They sell their cocaine in bottles.
It's fancy.
So
I want to try that cocaine.
I know
cocktail.
we need to get a
diet cocaine.
A mid-level bottle of champagne to try it with. Oh, maybe we can do that next week for John's birthday.
Oh yeah.
Cocaine?
No.
It's been a while, but I'm totally down. All right, help me look for this building, everyone. So I've been
There's a building.
I've been doing this where I just put the address and then I just don't go look it up prior. So we're actually looking for this building right here. So help me look for it. It's across the street from the Musée des Natural History Museum, the Natural History Museum, which is this one right here. And the building is, Club 71. That looks cool.
It looks like a building.
The building is on this street.
Is that it right there?
Oh, I think it's this one right here. I think it's this one. Oh yeah, it's definitely this one.
No.
No? Well, I know that who we're talking about tonight, the main character, owns this building.
That one?
Yeah, because it's a green building, and that looks pretty green to me. And he also owns the apartment building that he is living in, which is this apartment building.
Okay.
And this is in Geneva, Switzerland. So you just said that it is expensive to live in Switzerland, right?
Yes.
So who are we talking about tonight who owns not only the apartment building he lives in, but also that green building, that big
Satan?
old... Satan.
Epstein.
Epstein.
No.
That was not a bad guess.
No, that was a good
new
guess.
Conspiracy. There's a new conspiracy about Geneva, Switzerland, because there's someone in here definitely knows what I'm talking about. I mean, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but they do say that they're in the Bible they talk about like Satan, the city of something, and I can't, this is really not helpful because I don't know all the facts off the top of my head, but this organization, their logo they're located in Geneva. Their logo is like 3 6s, and they're trying to it's the city that has Satan's throne, and there's like a picture of a devil. There's like a statue with like a devil on a throne.
Should I look this up? What are you talking about?
Geneva
Google, 666. Like
look, Google Geneva Satan conspiracy. Anyway, and then so there's this beam that they're trying to like transport between dimensions. This corporation that has the 666 logo.
You got to get the fuck off TikTok, dude. I am telling you right now, that shit is melting your brain. Holy shit.
I didn't say I believed it. I'm just saying that is a thing that's out there, and I've seen it from multiple sources.
Is this the ABC News accidentally broadcasted a satanic ritual?
What's that?
I don't know, man. CERN? You're talking about CERN?
Yes, CERN.
CERN is the particle collider.
Yes.
What is it about? I have not heard that shit. So CERN is the...
Hadron Collider.
No, it's not the Hadron. The Hadron's somewhere else. But CERN is a particle accelerator. It's like underground, literally miles and miles of big old tubes. And they accelerate these protons or whatever the fuck, high rates of speed, and then they collide them. And they find like little particles like the Higgs boson. All right, here you go, Jen. The CERN ritual hoax. Found footage video that depicts a supposed occult ritual occurring in the grounds of CERN. I mean, where's the video?
I didn't hear about the demonic ritual, satanic ritual.
So yeah, this is where they found the Higgs boson. You guys are probably like, what the fuck's he talking about? It's like it's a particle that is smaller than a fucking electron. Holy shit, is this real? Look at this. These are like black mass people. Oh shit, I was trying to turn up the volume. Damn it. What did I just do? Hold on a second.
What's up, Oregonian thug?
What's up, man? Oh, I guess there's no volume.
Wait, Courtney said, has anyone watched Archive 81? That's what we watched,
gosh,
right?
Yes. I love that show. That was so good. That's the
it's
one
also
about
a podcast.
Yeah, it's a podcast. This is a show I was telling you guys about it a while ago.
Yes, we watched it.
You did? Did
yes.
you like it?
Yes, but they like stopped.
Yeah, they need a second season.
Yeah.
You never told us about that.
Yes, I did.
I listened to the podcast like years ago. It was all right.
I told you about the show.
Was
I didn't
very
tell you about the
confusing.
podcast.
It's
I
very
told you
confusing.
about the show.
A better
You
podcast.
probably just tuned me out.
A better podcast is the Black Tapes. That's a really good podcast. So this is what are they doing? So this is a hoax?
Could be anywhere.
So here you go. Here's my take on this. You have a bunch of nerdy scientists. Like what?
What the?
Holy shit, they're gonna sacrifice this woman.
I mean, that's he's taking a pic. He's filming a movie of a video.
Wah wah wee wah. It's on with the
What
gun.
in the fuck?
Wah wah wee wah.
So that was pretty crazy, Jen. There you go.
So Geneva. All right. So my guess was Epstein.
Not Epstein,
Okay.
but
Prince Andrew.
Ooh.
no, you're probably not gonna guess it.
Donald Trump.
Y'all aren't in the club, I guess. This man,
Bill Gates.
It's your birthday.
well, so this man that we're talking about, he gets murdered, which we're about to go into. So don't
So
worry.
none of the people that we just mentioned. Except
Prince
maybe.
Andrew's alive, right? Yeah.
Yes. But Epstein is not alive.
Excommunicated. Yeah.
I was reading this article in this very shady magazine that said, did Donald Trump use mind power, like positive thinking, to win the White House?
Like manifesting?
Yeah.
The Secret.
The Secret. Remember that time we used The Secret to get the parking spot at the Mexican restaurant?
That's what I use it for, parking spots.
I mean, it works every time.
That
No,
shit
I'm just
does
kidding.
work. I'm like, everyone think about the best parking spot, and it comes up. It's crazy shit. I still never got that blue bicycle. I got a fucking red one.
Yep. Sorry.
That sounds literally what happened to me for Christmas.
All right. Tonight we're going across the street from the Geneva Museum of Natural History. I showed you the apartment. And in this said apartment, this is it right here. One more time. The very top floor is what this man owns tonight. And hopefully this is the right picture. We're talking about this man right here. Can you describe him?
An important businessman. He has a power stance and a big red tie.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if I didn't tell you that he owned the buildings, would you also say that he was an important businessman?
Yes.
Because he looks wealthy, right? What do you think he does?
Stocks and bonds.
Or banking.
Can you describe the difference between a stock and a bond?
No, I cannot. I'm not gonna lie. I can't. I don't understand how that works, which is 93% of the reason why I'm not involved in that business.
Shram says he looks like he does nothing. He just yells things in a phone and
He delegates.
acts like he does things.
Do you think he's good looking?
I guess maybe for his age.
Maybe if he was younger, but he's not really my type.
He doesn't look very happy, so I'm not really into.
Really?
He doesn't look happy.
Oh, well, that's confusing because I thought money bought happiness. Yeah.
I guess not.
Shit. All right, tonight we're talking about Édouard. What?
I was gonna say Sarah says hell no.
Hell no, what?
I think on the attractiveness piece.
Oh shit! Really? All right. All right. Tonight we're talking about him, Eduardo. I can't say his name.
Eduardo.
No, it's not Eduardo. It's
Edward?
Edward in America, in English, but
Edouard. Edouard?
he's French.
Edouard.
Edouard. Yeah, there you go. It's E with a tilde over it. Douard. Edouard.
So good old Eddie.
Yeah, Edward.
Eddie.
When he was brutally murdered, which we're about to talk about, he was the 38th richest man in all of Switzerland, which is, he's
Rich. Filthy.
I guess
Rich.
in
Has
the
more
double
money than
digits.
me.
Yeah.
He could probably buy some ice.
You may be the 38th poorest person. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's fucked up.
He maybe?
No, me.
Oh. I was
All right.
in Switzerland? I guess maybe.
All right, we got to get started here. 1 second. Let me pull up the date. All right, we're going to February 28th, 2005. Now, this man who we're going to get into his background and everything else, he is a French banker, and he's extremely successful. He's the 38th richest man in the world, or excuse me, in Switzerland, which I don't know the population of Switzerland, but that's, if I was to take a guess, he is a billionaire, especially in today's standards. When he died in 2005, he was estimated at 600 million, but today he would be in the billionaire, I would imagine, right? Yeah, that was 2005. So,
I don't know.
Maybe not quite.
So this guy, he was born in 1954, which would make him like 60 when he died, something like that. But anyway, we're going to his apartment now.
No, not quite.
What do you mean?
My
not
mom
quite?
was born in 1954. So 54 next year would
2005
70.
is when we're going. 2005.
Yeah, so next year would be 70.
He would have been a 48-ish.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
41.
Is it
51. Yeah, 54.
All right, let's get started.
He would have been
Said
51. He said he was born in 54.
Oh,
So he'd be 51.
yes. I thought I said 1958.
No.
It is a Tuesday morning. It's the morning time. He's at work. He owns the building that he works in. He works in the top floor. The top floor is his office.
The whole top floor?
Of that building I showed you?
The green one?
Yeah, the whole top floor is this man's office.
Nice.
So he owns the building, and I'm going to get kind of into what he does, but he's basically a financier. He owns his own firm, and they make investments across multiple different vehicles.
So he was in stocks and bonds.
No.
Oh.
Like
No.
a hedge fund manager?
Well, maybe so stocks and bonds would be like someone buying off Wall Street. This guy travels to different places, even like in Russia, and he gets these corporations, and he basically buys them out or whatever, takes control over them, and then makes his money like that. He builds this huge portfolio. I don't know. I'm just relaying words that I've heard.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead.
I am curious, did the word activist investor come up as his term?
No, not activist, but the word shady dealings did come up quite
Okay.
a bit. Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, it's a Tuesday morning. He has some very important business meetings to attend to this day. There are presidents of different banks. He misses at least 2 of these meetings by the time lunchtime comes around. And Tuesday in this office, from what I was reading, his favorite place is a sushi place right across the street. And every Tuesday they order the menu, everything. And this sushi restaurant makes thousands of rolls. I'm making you like several.
That would be like my fucking dream. Oh my God.
Making sushi?
Ordering every sushi roll on a fancy sushi place menu.
I'm still adventuring in the world of sushi, so I don't think that I would order every single one.
Oh, I love it.
I do like a spicy tuna roll.
That's one of my faves. Spicy tuna shrimp tempura.
Shrimp tempura is okay. I like a sweet potato roll. That one's really good.
I have not had a sweet potato roll.
It's really
actually.
good.
So this man, he misses 2 meetings, and his secretary, as well as his co-partner and some other workers there in the building, they automatically know that something's wrong. Yeah, this guy is rich. He owns the building, he owns the company, but he is there every day. Plus, his brand new Bentley was in the parking lot. He should be there, just like every day. He's the first one there, first one in, last one out. He's there. Bentley is in the parking lot. Where's he at? They search everywhere, every nook and cranny of this building. They cannot find him anywhere. His apartment is literally across the street from the building. We showed you the apartment that I'll show you one more time.
Okay. So could he be at the apartment building and just his car was in the office side?
This is his apartment building, and he lives up here on the very
penthouse.
Yeah, he owns the whole freaking thing.
True.
You know. So they go to his apartment. Now this is some of his coworkers and secretary, and also they have like the like his landlady that has the key and everything else. They walk in, you know, they're calling his name, Edward, you here? Nothing's out of place. Nothing is ransacked. They don't get any response. They do see that there's that, like for instance, his wallet and his phone is on the side table. So they know he's here somewhere, and the place is big. His apartment's huge. So it takes a while for them to finally go into the room where he is. The bedroom door, which was left ajar, and the lights were shut off and everything else. They push it open and they see what they think is a mannequin, right? That's what it always is. They think they see what a mannequin on the floor, a bloody mannequin on the floor. They have no idea yet that is Edward, and it would actually take hours for them to know for sure that it is their friend Edward Stern, the financier, right?
So they thought it was a bloody mannequin.
Yeah, and the reason they thought that is, if you want to read, did you get the email saying?
Oh, hang on.
I just think that's interesting that that's their first thought. That, I mean, a mannequin, okay, but there's blood around the mannequin. That's just, I don't know. Well, I guess I wasn't there, but I don't think that would be my first thought.
Yes, it would, because, and so a lot of this story I pulled from Vanity Fair. I hardly never get to do that, right? Vanity Fair, which was whose favorite magazine that they found in the houseboat that he broke into.
Andrew Cunanan.
So anyway, can you read this? It's from the Vanity Fair.
In Paris, his death...
No, from... Well, yeah, you read that too.
In Paris, his death was tantamount to that of a Rockefeller. From the Vanity Fair, 48 hours after the body was found, a Swiss newspaper, the Tribune de Genève, dropped a bomb. Stern had in fact been murdered, shot 4 times. But the even more jaw-dropping disclosure was that he had been found encased in a flesh-colored latex bodysuit. Okay, well, that
Wow.
makes way more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that episode of Seinfeld where they think that...
So this is the one I pulled up. I don't know if this is the exact model, but...
Oh.
That's what a bodysuit is.
Is that what they had in Seinfeld?
Are you sure that's a bodysuit? It looks more like a
Yes, it's a
blow-up doll.
bodysuit.
Yeah.
I typed in bodysuit.
Well,
Let me
I guess.
flesh covered.
I'm just glad this is your search history and not mine.
Oh, you can buy them on Amazon. Look at this.
Those are
there's
definitely different.
Yeah, that's not it. Let me see.
But it does
Yeah,
remind
this
me.
is it.
It does remind
this is
me of the episode of Seinfeld where the mannequin, they think that Elaine is styled. They stole the mannequin style to look like Elaine.
So you would think this was a mannequin, right?
Yeah, I would. I agree.
Yeah, probably, but I would like go up to it and ask, why is that bloody?
You would go up to it and ask it why it's bloody?
Not ask it.
What the fuck?
Not ask it. But in my head, I would say, why is this mannequin bloody? That's so bizarre.
Well, it is bizarre unless you have all the facts. And inside this bedroom,
I'm gonna say it's still bizarre, but
excuse me,
Andrew's
venture
bizarre,
a guess.
bizarre.
inside this
Bob Bardella's.
yeah.
inside his bedroom were also whips, chains. There was a like a sex swing rope that you swing on, I guess. And there was dildos. It was a whole thing. So initially, the secretary thought that this was some kind of solo sex act, like maybe choking himself or something.
It sounds like he's
gone wrong.
He's bad, but is not perfectly good at it.
I get you.
Yeah.
Na, 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 come on.
Sometimes I'm just really proud of the jokes that I make.
Puns. It's like, damn, that was a good one.
I thought it was.
So they thought, now this is bad news because, okay, one of the richest people in the world who has direct ties to the French government, and as you'll see, he was running a large part of their financials, the French government. Okay. So this is not a good scene at all, right? The guy that they entrusted, this billionaire, is inside this sex suit. There's dildos everywhere. There's chains, ropes, all kinds of shit, and he's dead. He's bloodied. Now they actually
Shot 4 times.
Shot 4 times. He is shot 4 times. Now this is where it gets interesting. He is shot twice in the head, once in the chest, and once in the stomach. So it seems like the headshots is kind of like an execution. Whoever wanted to kill Edward Stern, the billionaire financier, wanted damn sure to make sure he was dead. And not only dead, they wanted to make sure that his image was ruined. Because, I mean, his image is ruined. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, no one thinks of his murder or death in any other way than he was inside of a sex latex flesh-covered suit. Like, that's
With a
it.
room full of dildos and a sex swing. Yes. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know what I'm
Can't
saying?
live that one down.
So, whoever did...
Doesn't matter how great of a person you were, like if you did great philanthropic work.
Exactly.
Don't matter.
Yeah, I guess most people have a say of what they die in.
What?
Like,
I feel like that's actually not the case at all.
well, yeah, you choose your outfits every day, right? Unless he
But
was
how do you know that that's the day that...
You just have to make better choices.
That's right. Always wear good underwear.
You can wear the same thing every day. Like, Barack Obama wears the same shit every day. The same suit. Mark Zuckerberg, the alien guy, he wears the same shit every day. Anyway.
Well, I guess, or just like try not to be murdered or something.
All right,
yeah, I think that would be ideal.
All right. Automatically, this goes into some wild theories. Like, tell me what some of the theories are. Like, who wants this guy dead?
Scorned lover. Someone who he business he fucked with.
Business associate. Enemy turned friend. Friend turned enemy. Friends with benefits turned friend with murder.
This was an elite financier to not only the French government, but several French politicians. In Paris, his death was tantamount to that of a Rockefeller. I don't know any John Rockefeller? Is that his name? I don't fucking know. Are they still around?
Wasn't what's his face related to the Rockefellers? The guy that died, that murdered his wife and the other lady that they did the documentary on. That at the end of the documentary he admitted to killing all the people, but the documentary was about how he didn't kill the people. And his name is escaping me, but once I hear it, I'll be like, yes, that is his name.
I'm not sure.
He was very controversial. He killed 3 people. We haven't done his episode yet.
Are you thinking of the Fox?
No.
Hollow? No.
All right, so you think of DuPont?
No.
That's what I was thinking she was thinking of. That's
No.
it. Yeah.
Well, I wasn't listening. What was the thing? What was the details right quick? I probably know.
It's not important. It wasn't him. Go on.
All right. So let's see who did this. Let me talk about his background real quick, and you can quickly see that he has a lot of enemies. So he was a scion of one of France's oldest banking families. In 1998, he actually, not only being an elite member of a banking family, he was also married. He married one of the wealthiest families, married into one of the wealthiest families, the David Wheel families. I don't know.
Never heard of him.
If you haven't heard of them, you're just as broke as us. No one's heard of these guys. He married in 1998 this woman, Beatrice, the daughter of an investment banking chairman and who works at Sotheby's in Manhattan. has 3 children, and everyone loved Beatrice, his wife. Everyone loved her. If you want to read the quote that I sent you.
Sandy,
No, everyone loves.
everyone loves Beatrice, not so her husband. On Wall Street, many considered him, there's no way to sugarcoat this, an arrogant prick.
Not only was he an arrogant prick, but he came from a very wealthy family. He was handed everything when he was born. And in 1976, he finishes business school and he joins a bank, Banque Stern, which his last name is Stern, right? So he joins this bank, which is named after him already. It was his father's bank. 1976. In 1977, he launches a coup and takes over his father's position, basically pushing his own father out of the bank that he started and owned. The bank that's been in the family forever, the Stern family. And within a year, so he starts in 1976 at the age of 22 after business school. And within a year, he stages a coup and basically pushes his father out of his chairman role of the bank, the family bank.
This is like Succession.
I mean, come on.
Have you seen that show?
I saw some episodes with you guys.
So good.
It's fucked up that he did that, and everyone thinks that. In 1984, he sells that bank the bank that's been in the family forever, that he pushes his father out. He takes control over it, and then within 7 years, he sells it to a Lebanese investor. So not only has holy shit, this guy has made some enemies not only with everyone else but with his family. That's where we're starting, right?
So he is at least like a hostile takeover, I would say.
Yeah.
It's like his bread and butter.
Exactly. Now, that is just within his family. We're not going to get into like everything, but since 1998, since that happened, he started, and since he got married to one of the wealthiest, yada yada, he actually joined his wife Beatrice. He joins his father-in-law's stepfather, or he joins his father-in-law's banking firm, the Lazard firm, and the father-in-law hates him, so he kicks him out and basically gives him a $300 million severance package, which he uses that to start his own investment fund, which that's what he was doing right before he was murdered. All right.
$300 million severance package.
Yeah. He was renowned for shouting down at subordinates. His favorite thing to say to people who were talking to him was call them a, quote, fucking moron.
Okay, I'm not feeling so bad about the manner in which he was maybe murdered.
He has a lot of people that hate him, and he was in litigation, a very brutal litigation at the time of his murder, with a company called Rodea. Now, this is the logo for Rodea right here. It's now called the Solvay Group. Now, this is a chemical company in France. However, so what he does is he invests, I think it was like $89 to $100 million into this company, and he loses it overnight. The investment went sour. This is right before his murder. The investment goes sour. He loses all that money. Now, Rodea is actually a subordinate.
Subsidiary?
So Rodea is actually like a subsidiary of the French government. They own the company that produces these chemicals. The French government does. So he is
that's weird.
He is basically suing the French government at this point.
Okay.
For $100 million right before he gets murdered.
All right. So he's got enemies in very high places.
Exactly.
And friends in low places.
Yeah.
Not only that, he was also making some very shady deals in Russia, some shady investments that had went sour as well. And he was trying to take all these Russians to litigation. And a lot of...
Oh boy, you do not want the oligarchs against you over
No,
there.
like other than China, who is an ally with Russia, right? Like,
Well, so I looked up some of the...
Cuba?
Cuba?
China.
Yeah,
said
she said
China,
aside from
other than
China.
I
China.
mean, who else do you need? You got the biggest fucking.
I'm
You
just
got damn.
asking.
No, I think North Korea would be
North Korea.
friendly.
Oh, also Syria. All those.
Syria, Iran.
Yeah, all those countries. Not only he wasn't making
Everybody that loves us.
All our friends are friends with Russia.
he wasn't making deals with the Russian government. He was making deals with the Russian mafia. So this guy, and this is basically a not a stock image. I mean, he's a real mafia guy, but I thought that was a pretty badass picture.
I think you need to get a shot like that.
I think, like, can you imagine him just going like that with his ring against your face?
Do you want me to cover this guy? He's supposedly like.
Nope, I actually don't want you to cover this guy.
Apparently, like, this is the most brutal Russian mafia guy ever, or something.
Let's not.
I don't know.
I still can't remember the other guy's name, and it's bothering me, but I'll think of it later.
All right. So,
But
can you
he
read
would
the
be good
one?
to cover too?
Can you read the one that I sent you, William Cohen?
William Cohen, a Lazard firm banker and colleague, said, "Look, a lot of people didn't like this guy. Some feel at a visceral level, I'm not going to shed tears for this guy, but when you get past that, it's just pretty damn shocking. I mean, people just don't know what to think."
Now, the Swiss government actually allowed him to carry a gun, which I guess you can't carry guns unless you have like a real reason in Switzerland.
Mm-hmm.
So a judge actually issued him a permit to carry a permit while he was going through this litigation with France's government, literally.
Was he shot by his own gun?
Yes, he was. Yeah, he was shot by his own gun.
That's a good guess.
Thank you. If it was so hard to get, now the person who murdered him would have had to have known that he had that weapon,
Can you
Right.
right?
Yeah. Can you read what Jeffrey Keel said?
We've only done this 407 times.
Oh wait, so take a guess then. If you think you can.
No, I don't. I'm just putting together a couple of clues, like what you just said about the gun. If the person who murdered him would have known he had a gun,
Okay.
which I don't know if, unless he could have been braggy about it, knowing his
No,
personality.
he was a very private person.
Okay.
So no one would know. So you're saying like the judge leaked it or something?
Maybe. Could have leaked it to like a government official of sorts, or it would have been somebody close personally. Who knew?
So if it's like the Russian mafia, would they use his gun?
So I'm thinking certain people would make it easy to bring a gun across the border or to like get that, but how would the Russian mafia know that because if he was murdered with his own gun, how would they have known he had a gun? You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Unless somebody was like a Russian spy or something.
I don't know. Go ahead.
Jeffrey Keel, the president of the former Republic New York Corporation, said, "Édouard shared his fears with me, and there was one particular matter that had him on the edge of his chair. I don't mean to be dramatic, but this was something that was costing people their lives. It's a matter where everyone that touches it has to be careful. Even you. Mind you, Édouard was not a guy who is easily frightened, but this is pretty sinister."
So something was going on. This guy, so he's a very private person. So he never admitted even to his chairman and to his secretary and everything else why he's carrying a gun at all. But people that he works with, they see that he's investing in these companies and stuff like that and going into litigation after litigation. And they know that he's scared. You know what I'm saying? But he never gets like a bodyguard or anything, which he should have. I would have if I'm that rich,
Shram's theory is the sushi guy got tired of making all those damn orders.
That's funny.
Or Wolfie's guess. I'm sorry. Did I say shrimp? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, that's funny. Bringing up the article, the Vanity Fair article, they said that he ate, I think it was like, here, let me show you. This is crazy. I think it was like 500 rolls at a sitting or something to that effect.
What? Is that even possible?
I mean, who was he dining with?
Hold on a second.
500?
This is what...
I could probably put away 50
this is what...
Full rolls or pieces?
pieces.
This is what his co-partner Keel said. Quote, the single most distinctive and unusual characteristic of Edwards was how much sushi he ate. Quote, he could eat 50 or 70 pieces of sushi at one sitting. I'm not kidding. We took turns paying the bill, usually $300 to $400.
Damn.
70 pieces of sushi? Is that a lot?
Yeah.
So a sushi roll comes in like 12.
I think 8.
8. Damn, that is a lot. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so shrimp, that's a pretty good guess. Fuck. All right. Now, about the gun, Jeffrey Keel says, quote, Edward was carrying a concealed gun, a pistol, although I never saw it. The judge warned him that he was entering more dangerous territory than you know, end quote. So
Sounds like a threat.
The judge, well, the judge is the one that gave him the license.
So he knew that he had the gun.
Oh, yeah.
Was the judge the killer?
No, I'm saying no. I mean, maybe. I don't know. You tell me.
You're telling us. That's the whole point of this whole thing that we're doing.
All right, okay, can you read this one that says, I want to give you?
Sorry, I am sorry, Wolfie. I said the wrong name. I'm sorry. Wolfie, let me be clear. It is Wolfie's theory that had the sushi roll. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Damn.
Which did you want me to read? Sorry.
I feel like you owe me an apology, too. I'm just kidding.
It's
You
been
just
a
want
while since
apologies.
you've asked for apologies.
Edward was carrying a concealed gun, a pistol, although I never saw it.
Wait, no. I want to give you an eerie experience.
Oh, sorry. You read that. I want to give you an eerie experience.
Just go to unhaunted jail.
Some power cords. I want to give you an eerie experience, Keel says, rising from his chair. He steps to a desk and lifts his cell phone from its cradle. He presses several buttons. I'm going to play you my last message from Edward. He hands me the phone, and I hear Stern's voice, speaking in smooth, unaccented English, in a message he left for Keel on Sunday morning, the day before his death.
I wonder, okay, whose perspective is this coming from? Unaccented English. Like, does that mean...
It's the Vanity Fair writer of this case, the investigator from Vanity Fair.
Okay, so in Vanity Fair is published in the United States or England?
I guess the United States. I don't know.
I don't know.
I just know when I'm reading Vanity Fair, I feel, it's like I'm reading
You feel
Forbes.
fancy?
I made some money. You got to give me a Forbes subscription and maybe Wall Street Journal and just pretend. I don't know. I'm broke.
Or like Vanity Unfair, Shram says.
Yeah, anyway.
I do like their 50 question segment that they ask, like they go to a celebrity's house and they ask them 50 questions.
Rodea, the company that he was in litigations for almost $100 million that had disappeared, Rodea had misrepresented their company's finances. But one of...
it's like a Theranos type thing.
Theranos. Yeah. Is that girl in jail?
Yeah, I think she's about to be in jail.
They should put her in jail with Sam Bankman-Fried, the freaking crypto
they
guy.
seem like a match made in heaven.
They should
The
date.
Theranos, isn't that the blood?
Yeah, the blood.
Elizabeth Short or something.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
mean
I saw
Mrs. Steve Jobs? That's what her name is. All right. Anyway, the litigation with the Rodea is really important. One of the executives involved. Now, this company misrepresented their own holdings, so that is worth
Fraud.
being sued. Yeah, exactly. So they could be sued for fraud.
Oh, yeah.
However, one of the executives who was being sued had just been named France's Minister of Finance. Shit.
Wow.
I was right.
All right. So, what do you guys think before I completely turn this thing over?
I don't know what to think anymore.
Well, now to me, it does feel like a cover-up of sorts, like government, involvement. The judge could have very easily leaked, or someone handling the paperwork for that.
Yeah. All right. Going back to the apartment, the body found, which obviously there's no photos. I mean, the 38th richest person, like, dude, there's not going to be fucking photos. And this case was very hush hush. So there was a lot of speculations. This is where the Russian mafia comes in and all this stuff. But the people who can really solve this case is the people that work with Edward Stern, because he is a very private person. From everything I've seen, he is a complete dick, asshole, everything else. Just complete, like, thinks he's better than everyone. He has a lot of enemies. But for someone to shoot him execution style 4 times, twice in the head, that is someone that wants to make sure he's dead.
Chest, twice in the head. I wonder if he did the stomach. They did the stomach first so that he would be in a lot of pain.
Ooh, that's a good thought.
Before finishing him off.
All right. So, the apartment building, the penthouse that he lived in was locked. Sandy Kaufman, which is his one of his secretaries, initially thought the death was accidental during rough sex. Quote, ropes draped on a bedroom chair, and she thought he fell and hit his head, only to realize later that he was shot. She was the one to be questioned thoroughly for, I think it was like 6 hours. They were interrogating her because she was not only closest to him and managed more than just finances, managed a lot of his personal life as well, but she also eventually when they asked her, okay, what do you remember the Sunday night before or Saturday or a couple days before? She had seen someone with Edward, and she's the only person that would, the secretary they were really close. She's been working there for 15 years. She sees a person who Edward, she doesn't know her name, but the person is only known to her as, quote, Slaytex. This woman, the secretary that worked with Edward, held more than his finances, did more than keep his finances in check. She kept his personal life in check as well, especially when it comes to the mistresses and keeping said information away from his wife, right? He's got a freaking wife, Beatrice, and 2 kids. Let me show you Beatrice. Oh, shit. Oh, here it is. Let me see. Do you guys like this?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so this is...
Was the voicemail important, by the way? The guy was the Vanity Fair person heard?
What do you mean?
Well, I read that piece, but I don't know what the message said.
Oh, we'll never know what it said.
Oh.
This is Beatrice right here, the wife. Now, they had been I want to mention they had been separated for a year, but no one knew about it. It was that private. However, for years, Edward had been doing what a lot of wealthy financiers and bankers do. They've been renting prostitutes, right? They've been renting mistresses. His secretary, Sandy Kaufman, said she seen this girl and he had mentioned that she was coming into town and her name was Slaytex. So they're like, all right, let's look at Slaytex. They go back and they look into the apartment and they realize that he has CCTV. And then the only person they see coming into the apartment around that time was Slaytex, this woman named Slaytex. That's all they knew, right?
I think you were probably right with the first image then that you pulled up of the latex
Yeah.
suit.
All right. Do you want me to show you Slaytex?
Yes.
Okay. Now, he has a lot of mistresses. A lot. However, Slaytex, the mistress, she is well, I'm going to tell you who she is in a second, but she's more than just someone that he hires to, for sexual services. This is her right here. Can you describe her? This is her and Edward in Africa, big game hunting.
She's probably in her 30s, maybe. I don't know.
Let me
I would
just say this.
40s, but she's had some work done. Maybe that's why they call her Latex.
Let me tell you this. Is she not plain looking?
She's not wearing makeup.
Yeah, I wasn't. It's not what I was expecting. I was expecting like a dominatrix type of a look. But she's got very light brown or blonde hair, and she wasn't wearing makeup in that photo. She has a very big mouth. If you go back, like very like.
Hold on, let me go back.
In proportion to her face. Big smile. Yes.
Big smile.
I stand by that.
I mean, this is a model photo.
She looks like normal, natural.
Yeah. Normal.
Wouldn't expect
anything from her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, when they met, and with a lot of the mistresses he's met, he had a wife who loved him, and it would come out that she knows about this. I mean, he's always traveling. He's traveling to all these different countries. He's gotten mistresses for days. And the wife, which I feel like may be a real thing, probably, I wouldn't know. But if you're really wealthy and you travel like that, and you have a wife and kids like he did, I feel like the secretary kind of covers all this up for you, and tells the wife one thing, but I also feel like the wife knows, but she doesn't want to admit it, type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, isn't that what happened with Jeff Bezos? Didn't he have like a girlfriend on the side or some shit? And Bill Gates? Didn't they both go through
I know
that
Bill
shit?
Gates. I don't know about Jeff Bezos. I don't really know much about him.
Yeah. You know who doesn't cheat? Mark Zuckerberg. He's a good guy. He's still married, right? I don't know.
You're just saying that because you don't want his reptilian self to get you?
That like when he's in the metaverse, nothing comes to attack him.
Cecil Broussard was her name, 36 years old. However, her dom name as a professional dominatrix, as the one they know as Slaytex, you wouldn't think she's a professional dominatrix.
Nope.
They call her dom name was Alice. She met Stern in 2001, so that was 4 years before. So he was married, and he has been. It'll come out some of the letters he's been sending to her, and some other. We're going to go into it, but you understand she's the one that did it.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Good.
Did anyone ever answer our question last week? Is there another term for dominatrix for males, or is it a gender neutral term?
I don't know. I don't think so. Can anyone know on the chat that's here today?
Because I remember we talked about that last week.
I feel like it's important for me to disclose my genital status, which I do have a penis.
Good for you.
I feel like that should be on the employment checkbox.
That is what I was, expecting as your spouse.
The VA asked me the other day what my sexual preference is. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's why do they need to know?
I'm like, literally, I'm like playing footsie with you, man. Like, I mean, obviously I'm into you, Well, I was like, why do they need to know that shit?
I don't know.
It's crazy.
I don't know.
Anyway, can you read from the Vanity Fair? Her name is Cecil.
Amanda says she thinks it's just a dom. From Vanity Fair, her name is Cecil Broussard. She's 36. She's some kind of an artist, all right. In addition to sculptures she creates in her spare time, her principal employment appears to be as a very expensive call girl, specializing in sadomasochistic sex.
She is the troubled daughter of a French advertising executive. So what you read from the Vanity Fair, the tone of it's like her name is Cecil. She's 36, and she's some kind of artist or something. it's very cliche. Okay, you're this rich guy. You see it in the movies, like this guy's worth $1 billion, and the woman that he's cheating on his wife with is some kind of artist. She does sculptures or paintings. Like her dream is what? To own her own studio. She never graduated high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very cliche who she is, right? She's the troubled daughter of a French advertising executive. Her parents divorced at 3. She saw firsthand her mother attempt suicide. The mother also tried to kill her and her sister as well.
Yikes.
That's a lot of trauma.
Yeah. Can you read from the Daily Beast?
Brossard's father was the sort of man who left nudie magazines around the house, had sex in front of his children, and molested Brossard. An uncle also raped Brossard when she was a teenager and was never held responsible.
Jesus.
Okay, so we know that she did this. She shot him 4 times. They were in love. Can you kind of take a guess why she did this? They knew each other for 4 years. He's been paying her for sex.
Was she upset that it was never going to be anything more? Like, that she was never going to not be just a mistress?
Or maybe he assaulted her.
Is there something that... Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Is there something that he would say? Is there something that a guy in his position, being a total dick, would say to really upset someone?
You're just a whore.
Mm-hmm.
All right. She, at 17 years old, she was in and out of psych hospitals. She never graduated high school, low-level jobs, waitresses, clerks, few modeling gigs. According to her father, she has been 10 years a prostitute and a professional dominatrix by the time she met Edward. Her hobbies included sculpting odd and erotic nudes, and she dreamed of owning her own studio, which by that I put cliche, because that's what you see in all the movies, right? You know, Anyway.
Wolfie has a good guess, I think. Did he... Oh, I was thinking, did he try to leave or did she try to leave him? And, like, one of them wouldn't let the other.
Yeah, maybe. He had hired her, and this is also cliche, he had hired her to, quote, decorate his apartment. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, he's got a wife during all of this stuff, right? So she is in and out, in and out. She actually doesn't even live there. She lives in France, so she comes back to Switzerland. She flies in and flies out type of thing, you know, and he's obviously paying for it.
Yep.
Her dom name was Alex. She was a leather dominate.
Alice.
Oh, I put Alex? Oh, her dom...
No, I think you said Alice.
You said Alex.
The first time.
Well, you said Alice, but last time you said Alex.
She went by Alice as a leather dominatrix. Her secretary, the one that knew her by the name Slaytex, said the following, quote, "She was a lovely woman, pleasant, not beautiful, very plain looking, I thought. Just a run-of-the-mill basic woman." And that's kind of a burn right there. Stern, being the asshole that everyone knows he is, would humiliate her in front of his friends, his executive friends, all of his entourage. At least one time I saw that he forced her to have sex with another man in front of everyone in the room while she wept. That's what the paper said. She wept while she was forced to have sex. In a letter, this is what a letter that Stern wrote her in 2004. Can you read? It is mad.
"It is mad how much you love me," Stern wrote in a 2004 letter. "I love you hopelessly. Or maybe it is the other way around. We are so good together. I didn't like your suggestion about having your independence, but it is indispensable. I want to be with you. I want to marry you."
The whole time he is trying to get her to marry him. So why would she... Like, why wouldn't she? You know what I'm saying?
Well, because he's fucked up and an asshole.
All right. She got the letter E tattooed on her wrist. She really did love Edward. And however, she was married at the time. She was married to this New York guy. He was,
She was married?
Yeah, she was married.
They're both married.
I missed that. I only thought he was married.
No, she was also married, and Stern was trying to get her to leave her husband, which was some kind of like New York paper magnate, like Dunder Mifflin type of thing. And So
Magnate isn't what comes to mind with Dunder Mifflin. But that's okay.
More like WB Mason, but okay.
Yeah.
okay, so this comes out after the murder. Stern had opened a bank account for her and placed $1 million. Now he's worth $6 million. $1 million for the sole purpose of leaving her husband and starting over with him.
He's worth $600 million.
I know, but all right, this is the reason she didn't want to come with him. Okay, you've been proposing to me for years. But how do I know that I'm going to leave my husband, come live with you, and then you're going to get tired of me and just kick me out? I mean, you treat me like shit. You rape me. You let other men rape me in front. You know what I'm saying? What happens if I leave my husband, who I have security with, to come live with you, and then you get tired of me? So he's like, okay, I get that. I'll open you a bank account and put $1 million in it. That's financial security, so you don't have to worry about it. If I do that, you still got the $1 million bank account, right? So
Must be nice. Maybe I need to find someone like that.
Jesus Christ, you don't want to be with a guy like this.
No, but the money sounds nice.
All right, can you read when Stern expressed?
When Stern expressed fears that their whole 4-year relationship was a plot to wean $1 million out of him, Brassard comforted him. I will do the only thing that I can show you the extent of my love. In this, it is the meaning of your gesture that has an immense value, she wrote back. You will get your $1 million back, the sign that you are loved for who you are, and only for who you are.
Here's what happens. She agrees. She's like, I'm going to do it. Go ahead and open the bank account. He does. Now, he does this on January 12th. So, literally 1 month before his murder. He opens this account, puts $1 million in it, and then she says, okay. But then she just vanishes. She's got this account, $1 million. She doesn't answer the phone. She doesn't respond. Now, the secretary is trying to get a hold, because I guess that's what secretaries of rich billionaires do. They're trying to get a hold of this mistress through any way possible, and she can't. So what do? Because, hey, you know, I said you come live with me and with the $1 million, so they freeze the account.
Right.
Which, you know, is kind of fucked. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I can understand taking that step.
Yeah.
She vanished.
Bye.
So.
Okay, thanks, bye.
All right. Can you read the one that says Stern was worse?
Stern was morose. I'm never going to see her again, he said. Van Riel wasn't so sure. Now that her account was frozen, he predicted, she'll call tomorrow. And surprise, surprise, she did, said the family advisor. She called Édouard on Friday.
There you go. She called on Friday. Can we work this out? Why'd you freeze the account? You know, I was just not answering the phone. My phone died. Whatever. All right. Only 2 people know what happened in that bedroom, Kaufman says, and one is dead. Given his attire, Stern was apparently expecting a sexual rendezvous. I don't think you negotiate financial transactions wearing a latex suit, she says.
I wouldn't.
Nope.
All right, so she does feel really guilty for it. She actually is the one that killed him. I know I sent you guys down a little rabbit hole, but that rabbit hole was what everyone else was going down too. Everyone else was speculating.
He had a lot of enemies.
Yeah, a lot of enemies. So she says that the reason she did it was she was over there that weekend and they were discussing the financial, the account being frozen. How do I get this unfrozen? And then he dresses up in the latex. She puts on her black dominatrix suit, gets her whip and everything else. And then she says that he had told her the following thing. If you want to read it's like the last one, $1 million.
He presses a button. No.
Yeah, read that one.
He presses a button concealed in the living room furniture, and 2 hidden drawers slide open. One contains sex toys for love-making sessions. The other holds 4 loaded firearms. Cecile Broussard continues to ask questions, but Stern doesn't answer her. He is elsewhere. He slips into the latex suit that she gave him and begins to lead her on. She plays along. His hands are bound and he's sitting on a pleasure accessory. At this point, she reportedly heard him tell her $1 million is expensive for a whore. At this, she grabs a gun and shoots 4 bullets in a row, 2 in the head, 1 in the chest, and 1 in the stomach. Stern falls to the ground.
So he is actually sitting like on I think it's a dildo, right?
On some sort of pleasure something.
That's a dildo.
I mean, it could be something.
Anal beads.
Yeah.
A butt plug?
Quote, $1 million. What?
I don't know.
I don't know either. These are things that I think those are supposed to.
Sydney agrees, butt plug. Oh, sorry.
Does anybody want me to cover the case of the butt plug bandits? I was going to pair that with today's case, but I didn't.
How have you not covered a case that has that in the title yet? I'm flabbergasted.
All right, so this is what she says. She puts on this thing, and Edward's not responding to the reason why he froze the accounts, and she is getting really upset. And then all of a sudden he says the following, quote, $1 million is a lot of money to pay for a whore. And she picks up the gun, which is located right next to the dildos, and she shoots him right in the head, right in the eyeball. First shot hits his head, and then she shoots him 3 more times. The reason she does that is, and let me show you this picture one more time, because this will really get you to understand. So this is them in Africa, and the reason they were in Africa is because they were big game hunting.
Oh, God.
What?
Oh, that makes me mad.
It does make me mad. Another reason why I fucking hate this guy, I'm going to be honest. So they were big game hunting, and she says the following. All right, can you read from the Daily Beast, her prints?
I just don't get the point of big game hunting.
I hate people like that.
From the Daily Beast, her prince taught her unimaginable things. On an African safari, he showed her that when you hunt down wounded prey, you often need to fire again at point-blank range to put an animal out of his misery.
So
the misery you put it in.
Yeah.
She would say the following to the National Post, quote, I had the impression that I was shooting a plastic doll, not a person. I shot again because I was afraid that he was suffering. Honestly, she could have got away on that defense. I thought I was shooting a plastic doll, you know? I mean, he looked like a fucking head to toe in a latex suit.
Yeah, I feel your first image search was accurate.
Yeah, right? So she did actually confess to everything. She felt guilty. She obviously loved the man, but the man didn't love her. And can you read the last one where it said the psychiatrist in the report?
In a report to the court, the case psychiatrist explained that Broussard perceived the murder as her victory over Stern, a woman traumatized during her childhood and then again as an adult by a man who manipulated her on the most sensitive of issues, believed she was reclaiming her power. Just as disturbing, by killing him, she made sure that he wouldn't leave her, as his final words suggested that he would do. She was sacrificing him to keep him forever.
She also sent the dildo, apparently, that was in his butt that he was using on himself. He sent that because it was evidence. She mails it in a package to her aunt and uncle who live in Nancy, France, because she wanted a souvenir of him. And the paper says, quote, one can only imagine what her aunt and uncle thought when they opened up the dildo.
Yeah, that is not something I would ever wish a family member would ever send to another family
Hey.
member.
Look what we got from Cecile.
I mean, I'm gonna be fucking honest, dude.
Sacre
What is
bleu.
this?
Sacre bleu.
I'm gonna be fucking honest, man.
baguette.
Dude, I don't.
No, it's a baguette.
I probably shouldn't say this, man, but dude, this guy deserved it, dude. I'm just saying. I mean, he fucked a lot of people over, and then $1 million is a lot of money to pay for a whore. I mean, the gun's right there. You know, fuck you, motherfucker.
There are times where I'm not very sympathetic. This is one of those times.
I mean, what a dickhead.
So
Holy shit.
now, what was her sentence?
So she actually had a really good defense. She said she wanted to ask for forgiveness, and her defense team argued that Stern was an unscrupulous manipulator and sexual predator who pushed her into committing a crime of passion that should warrant a maximum sentence of 10 years in prison. So she's not in prison forever. I think she is out, honestly. I
Should
couldn't
be.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah.
yeah. But she did go to prison for a while,
Wow.
you know. But that's the story.
Well, I think that was probably I think that was like an appropriate time served.
I don't know. What do you guys think, man? I wanted to cover something light this weekend. You know, we did that freaking Nico one.
Light, like that's light for us.
I mean,
I did enjoy it. I did enjoy, because that one is like, it's almost a feel good. An asshole gets murdered.
I don't
Right.
want to say it, dude, but this guy, I mean,
Someone still got murdered.
he was raping her and
that's not
letting
okay.
his friends rape her. Like, I mean, come on,
if
man.
if she had done something in that instance, it would have been self-defense.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So it's almost like,
Too little, too late.
actually, I feel like her defense could have been better because for the things that he did to her, granted, a lot of it may have been consensual, but certainly not all of it was.
Especially as a prior victim of assault from her father and her uncle.
Like, isn't that it is a defense. I think you mentioned it once in one of your articles. I know you mentioned it. It's like it's not like an instant, it's not like self-defense, but
Is crime of passion?
no,
like a
it's like
trigger
battered
Battered
woman syndrome, and like if it happens multiple times, that can be an appropriate defense, even if it like something didn't happen in the moment.
If you're ever in that situation, you know what I would have said if I was her? I would have said that he was sitting there and that he tried to get up and he said he was going to kill me. So I just self-defense. Boom. There you go. You know? Isn't it crazy though? I mean, this is like,
Yeah.
I mean, you don't treat people like shit.
No.
$1 million is a lot to pay for a whore.
That's pretty
Jesus.
terrible.
That is fucking terrible.
He was an asshole.
She's sitting right by 4 loaded guns. You know who it reminds me a lot of?
Who?
Shayna Hubers. You remember she killed her boyfriend
Yes.
because he said something dumb or whatever it was. I can't remember what it was, but he said something or whatever.
Was he cheating on her, maybe?
Yeah, something like that. So she picked up a gun and
Hell
shot him.
hath no fury like a woman scorned.
You know what it
Remember that
reminds
one?
me of? The last one of the scenes in Moulin Rouge where Christian throws the money at Satine and it was like, here you go, I've paid my whore. But really, in reality, she was trying to like help him out.
Yes. We're getting a lot of Chicago references in this
Yes.
live chat today. Yes.
He had it coming.
There you go. They were hoping you
Yeah.
would see that.
Did they?
I mean,
Sydney had it.
Oh.
Read it there, yeah.
I don't feel too bad for him. I mean, he fired his father from his own bank.
Yeah.
You know, also who this story reminds me a lot of is those Canadian billionaires that we covered. Remember?
Oh yeah.
I can't remember their name.
The one that you were interviewed about.
I can't remember
recently.
the name, but that guy was in a lot of litigations. He was actually named the most litigated person in the world.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that is not a good title to
No.
fucking have.
No, it is not.
No.
No, it is not.
I mean, I was like doing more research on that. He had everybody. No, so there was this billionaire couple. I can't remember their names, but Anyway, this guy had so many enemies, including the Hell's Angels, because he was doing pharmaceuticals, and he was actually breaking into the fentanyl market, which the Hell's Angels control, I guess.
Jesus.
It's like, holy shit.
And that one wasn't. That's still unsolved.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one's still unsolved.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yes, that's the one term. The couple found hanged. I
Yeah.
can't remember which one.
Yeah. And they were hanged to make it look like
A suicide.
Yeah, the one at their house or the pool.
Yes.
I know,
yes,
but
yes,
if
yes.
you dive deeper into it, it was also
Was it? No.
there was a statue of him like sitting a certain way, like a statue of him sitting a certain way.
I wish like
he
someone
was
would make a statue
positioned.
of me.
He was positioned in that same way after death.
Oof.
Yeah, so it kind of crazy. Anyway, I hope you guys like that. We might do another short story here in a second if you guys want.
Yeah, I got to put together Amanda's surprise shot.
All right. Yeah, just give us
10, 15?
3
Yeah.
o'clock.
Yeah, 3 o'clock.
Yeah, perfect. 3 o'clock.
I hope you guys like that. I know that was kind of different, a little short, but after that Nico case, I kind of wanted to just,
Yeah.
Anyway,
Needed to feel good.
yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, good night, you lovely, lovely people.